Heyo, DSP projecting here. I hope my audio style listeners enjoyed the intro and that my visual style watchers enjoyed the wheel. Some of my therapy style viewers may even recognize the feelings wheel on screen. While the joke DSP is about to tell is clearly an avoidance mechanism to distance himself from getting help, which raises the question, why would DSP want to avoid getting help? Could it be because the therapist probably wouldn't let him go on his delusional rant for 2 hours? A therapist that's probably heard much worse trauma than DSP can make up for what happens to him in the snort fort? I bet they would challenge him and his limited lexicon to use something more than pissed off to describe his feelings. Because being pissed off seems to be the only feelings DSP seems comfortable articulating. But let's hear what DSP has to say.
I also just received a $1.22 tip. And it's a troll, so you can lick my butt cheeks. Okay, so several years ago, it finally got to me, okay? And I went and I saw a psychiatrist, not a psychologist, a psychiatrist, all right? And I sat down, I laid down on the couch, and they said, you know, tell me about who you are and what you do. So I laid it all out, all right? I laid it all out, and I told the whole story from start to finish. I told them about all the harassment, all the trolling, all the messed up stuff, the swatting, the doxing, the harassment of myself, my family members, the fake copyright strikes, how I've lost pretty much all of my popularity on YouTube as a result of the trolling and all the messed up stuff that happened to me. So I told this whole story. It took like 2 hours, right? And I just kept going. I figured, you know, the psychiatrist wants to just hear the whole story and then they're going to respond. They just want me to let it out, right? So I told the whole story. And then I said, all right, so that's it. And I was like, let's go. It's so quiet. And I looked over and the window was open. He had jumped right out the window and committed suicide right in the middle of the story. He couldn't take it. You know, it was really high up. We were like a high-end building. He just jumped right out, splat right there on the concrete. So I don't even know how far into the story I got, to be honest. Anyway, I think it's time to end the show. What do you guys think?
Yes, please end this show. But who does he think he is? This joke bothered me so much because some things I've learned from therapy are the importance of and how to better articulate my feelings. As I alluded to earlier, DSP only seems capable of doing so using the words pissed off. Hopefully I'll be able to find some examples on PigPigGo. Oh wait, there are 1,073 results for pisses me off, 1,064 for pissing me off, and 403 for pissed me off. Considering all the unrecorded segments and transcription oddities, these are probably just scratching the surface.
Fighting games to this day have gone way too much towards that, oh, everything is ultra safe bullshit, which is not good gameplay at all, and it pisses me off. You should earn your hits. It shouldn't be, oh, my hits come, you know, I'm winning because I just mashed this pattern out that I studied online. People don't earn their hits in this game, and you know, that's why I have so much fun playing with dolls in. Because if I win, I know I really worked hard and I outplayed their nonsense because they're brainless idiots who only do a pattern. Meanwhile, here I am zoning and trying to keep them away and everything. It's different. But playing with Bison, it doesn't really do it for me, like, anymore. It just doesn't, like...
Stop getting distracted by his feet, but listen to that rant. It doesn't seem so much that the game is evoking this emotion of pissed offery, but that the other person didn't earn it. Even though, according to the game, the other person did earn it. But we've all seen it time after time. Phil is the ultimate judge on everything, and if any outside bodies that actually regulate this disagree, well, it really pisses him off. Games are just the tip of the iceberg. Technology is really what brings out DSP's only emotion. I don't count e-begging as an emotion.
Delete and re-add the thing to get it to work. So YouTube pop up. What is going on? Wait, it's still fucked up. I can't resize it. It won't let me resize it. Wow, it's so fucked up. I don't even know what to do. I can't even resize it. it disappears when I hit like center to screen or fit to screen. It disappears. Dude, I am so confused. This OBS shit is really pissing me off because I had it all working and all of a sudden it just stopped working and all my things resizing themselves and I'm not doing it. It's like it just wants, it's doing whatever it wants to annoy me.
I love the juxtaposition of the giant DSP of the past dancing all over a tiny, helpless, pissed off present day Phil. It's so genius, I wish that was my editing on screen. He's so tiny, it's hilarious. And yet, every option to roll with it, literally comic gold, falls into his lap. Instead of rolling with it until his break, his frustration turns it into detractor gold. While I made it out of the quarry unscathed with my gold, I know they're a dangerous place.
So there you go. No, I do not make my own animations, Commotion. All my animations are made by viewers or moderators or people who just want to contribute in some way. He's saying, what program have you used to do them? I don't, okay? However, I now am starting to video edit again. I haven't been able to do it consistently, but I've really enjoyed doing it. What I'm trying to do is find highlights and cut those highlights out of gameplay and make these cool montages of what's the best of the day as, channel highlights. So I'm going to start doing that hopefully more regularly now. Like today, we'll see what funny stuff might happen in Marvel Rivals, in Call of Duty, and try to make montages of that stuff. And by the way, I need to make sure that it publishes properly because when I did the montage of Call of Duty last week, it didn't publish, so no one saw it, and it really pissed me off because I put effort into it, and then only like 500 people watched it because the stupid thing didn't publish right. And I was like, so that's something I got to be aware of. I got to make sure that it's publishing properly. Dragonboard, because you're blind, I guess. He goes,
ignore the end where he used the disability of blindness to mock his own viewer. Once again, he's pissed off and it's not his fault. It was the game's fault, then it was OBS's fault. Now it's YouTube's fault that he's only getting 500 views. Looking at your average views and my views too, I don't think you should be getting pissed off at YouTube. Phil lacks any ability to self-reflect, turn these feelings of being pissed off into something productive, into bettering himself or his ability to express and regulate his emotions. The Pig Go results are solid evidence that Phil doesn't do any of that. He moves right on to being pissed off at the next thing. And when that camera gets turned off, is his wife next? Even if she's not the one pissing him off, he's surely telling her what he's currently feeling. Imagine that, being there unable to disagree that video games, OBS, YouTube are out to get Phil because you're worried that you might become the next thing on his list. The next thing on my list, though, is to thank all of you. Every like, comment, and subscription makes me feel so inspired and valued by the community. Those words were from the Feelings Wheel, and feel free to incorporate them into your comments below. Deuces.